Hey guys, so today we have a little gadget that also came from Licitti, the guys that make the awesome battery box that you can now get in the US. I love this thing so far. It's been pretty great. Also, when they sent this to me, they sent me this device and I just hadn't gotten to it yet. They call it a mini DC control box. And I guess that's because they also have a larger version of this. But really what it is it's USB ports. So your standard USB, two quick charge 3.0 ports, and then two type C ports. It has two 12 volt barrel plugs. I guess get cables that have the barrel plugs on both ends, and you can power devices, 12 volt devices. And then it has a cigarette lighter jack, a button, and there's a screen. So I've never fired this thing up, but I guess we're about to find out. Okay, on the bottom, it has Anderson plugs. So one of these is used for an input, and then it has another one. I guess it's a loop through. I guess you could power devices that can go up to 50 amps. Or you could daisy chain, I guess, another one of these or something like that. And then it came with this very long, I'm guessing 10 or 15 foot cable with a nice piece of Velcro attached to it, and the Anderson connector for the input here. So just like that, very nice. And then the other end can tie to a battery. Also, I think it came with an extra Anderson plug to where you could cut these off and install the Anderson plug on this side. That way you could use it with the Licitti battery box. So you can plug them into one of these Andersons, which might be what I'm going to do with it eventually. But I don't know, what can you use this for? To me, this seems like a couple of things. It could just be kind of a little extension device that you could run into maybe your tent. If you have an RV or a conversion vehicle, it does have a mount, which is handy. You can mount this onto the wall and maybe have this next to your bed area or your living room area, and it would attach to the wall like that. And if you need to move it closer to you, it can come up, or it will slide off. I could definitely see this maybe if you tailgate, have little tailgate parties. You could actually hook this up to your vehicle battery, and then people can charge their phones. You can have the 12 volt cigarette lighter jack and whatnot. All right, so that's enough talk. Let's just hook it up to this battery. This looks like probably an M8 terminal, and it is perfect. All right, and then there's a button. Oh, there we go. So yeah, the screen just tells you the voltage. Little battery indicator. These little battery indicators aren't the greatest thing because they're based off kind of like the voltage level, which isn't something that's really going to tell you the level of your battery, especially with a lithium battery. These are virtually useless. They're only really good to tell you if it's maybe fully charged and pretty much fully depleted. Anything in between, it's really not going to tell you much. So, all right, so let's hook stuff up to the USB ports. All right, let's try the standard port first. So it says 1 hour, 23 minutes till full in the standard plug. Let's try the quick charge plug. 1 hour and 4 minutes until full. So a little bit quicker. Not by much. Yeah, we go from 1 hour and 23 minutes to 1 hour and 4 minutes. Okay. And let's try the cigarette jack. I've got a 12-volt DC heated blanket. So if you were camping, this would be so sweet in the cold. That's when I kind of like to camp, when it's cold outside, because it's a lot easier to get warm than it is to get cool, you know, in the summer. So we'll let that heat up a little bit. Right now, I'm at 54 on the inside of this thing, 55. So I'll leave that to heat up a little bit. All right, guys, it's only been like a few minutes. Let's see. So the outside of this thing has gotten up to 56, but let's look at the inside. Look at that. 77, 74. So this little blanket is really cool. I was kind of thinking this kind of thing, like if you had a winter storm and you lost power, so instead of heating your whole house, if you had some of these around and you had something like the Licitti battery box here with the 12-volt cigarette lighter, and of course the inverter and all that stuff that it has built in, but if you had something like that and these heating blankets, you'd be able to heat keep warm without having to try to heat your whole house. Anyways, so let's get back to this thing. So everything appears to work. I haven't tried the Type-C because I don't think I have a cable, or I'd probably do. I'd have to dig it out, but everything appears to work on it. I guess another use for this thing, in my opinion, would be if you've got kids and you're trying to go camping with your kids. You know, your kids have to be attached to their phone, and that thing is gonna, they're gonna be trying to set inside the car where they can plug their phone in or whatever. So at least you could get them outside of the vehicle, and toss this to them, and at least kind of be part of where the family's at if you were camping. So that's another thought. And maybe your wife. I know a lot of wives are attached to their phones too. And a lot of you guys might be attached to your phone, so I'm not trying to talk smack. All right, so let's look at the cable length. So I don't know. That seems pretty long. That's got to be... That's 15 or 20 feet. So, pretty nice. Yep. Again, this is another product that I don't quite know the price of. I will get with the manufacturer and put links to it. And I really hassled them to get these into the US. So there are links to these and everything like that. So now they've kind of got something set up to sell these in the US. So if you guys are interested in this thing, I can hassle them to make sure that they get this product available in the US and figure out what the price is and all that kind of stuff. That's going to be it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.